Anger and water rising in this Lewes neighborhood where flooding seems to be a reoccurring problem. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 11. We begin tonight with a water problem in a Lewes development.
People are mad, their yards flooding, and they feel like nobody is listening to their complaints.
Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert was in the Kindleton neighborhood in Lewes today, and those who live there are saying enough is enough.
Some leftover water from this week's rain is still draining in the Kindleton neighborhood. And some of that water is sticking around in Frank Partica's lawn.
I mean, I understand that flat land, water's going to pool up and all wherever, and then it's going to percolate into the ground. But this water it's still there. It won't go away.
Partica says the water is a big hassle in his yard, and he sees it in other yards too.
Since we've had the rain the last couple of weeks, it's actually coming out of the wetlands area and onto my neighbor's two properties as well. And it's created sort of kind of like its own little pond there now. And nobody seems to care about it and wants to do anything with it.
That's raising concerns for everything from mosquitoes to bacteria. He says he's reached out multiple times to Lennar, the managers of the development, but nothing has been done to fix the problem. When Coast TV reached out to Lennar, the company said in a statement, quote, "Historic rainfall has saturated the ground across Sussex County, including the wetlands near some homes in Kindleton. Unfortunately, in this case, historic runoff combined with watering has exacerbated the issue." Lennar has cautioned homeowners against overwatering, and multiple independent agencies have inspected the area and provided similar guidance, end quote. But Partica does lay some blame on Lennar.
If it was properly graded, you wouldn't have these problems behind your property. Like that.
With no help coming and water still pooling, Partica just hopes he can keep his head and home above water.
It's kind of depressing and upsetting. We moved to Delaware to retire, and nothing's being done to correct the situation.
Until that happens, these yards will remain wet, soggy, and saturated, with homeowners just hoping that the tides will turn. No matter what the outcome of this topic is, people I spoke with in the neighborhood today said that they just want this issue to be resolved. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewes, Coast TV News.